Hey Ryan, how's it going?
Hey Alex, not bad. Just enjoying a lazy Sunday afternoon. How about you?
Same here, man. Just needed a break from the hustle and bustle of the week. Say, have you ever thought about the concept of time?
Time? Yeah, it's such a fascinating thing, isn't it? I mean, we're always bound by it, yet it's so abstract.
Exactly. I was reading this book on quantum physics, and they were discussing how time might not be as linear as we perceive it.
Oh, I've heard about that. It's mind-boggling to think that time could be nonlinear. Like, what if past, present, and future are all happening simultaneously?
Yeah, and if time is just another dimension, then does that mean the future already exists, and we're just moving through it?
It's a trippy thought for sure. But speaking of dimensions, have you ever considered the possibility of parallel universes?
Oh, absolutely. The multiverse theory is so intriguing. I mean, if there are infinite universes, then there must be versions of ourselves living different lives in each one.
Right? It's like every decision we make could spawn a new universe with a different outcome. Makes you wonder about the choices we've made in our own lives.
Totally. But you know what's equally fascinating? Consciousness. I mean, how do we even define it? And where does it come from?
Ah, the age-old question. Some say it's just a product of our brain activity, while others argue for a more spiritual or metaphysical explanation.
And then there's the whole debate about artificial intelligence and whether it could ever achieve true consciousness.
That's a rabbit hole I could dive into for hours. It raises ethical dilemmas too, like if we create sentient AI, do we owe it the same rights and considerations as humans?
Absolutely. And on a related note, have you been following the advancements in biotechnology lately?
Yeah, CRISPR technology is revolutionizing genetics. The idea of gene editing to eliminate hereditary diseases is groundbreaking.
It's incredible how far we've come, but also slightly unnerving when you think about the potential for designer babies and genetic discrimination.
True. With great power comes great responsibility, as they say. But shifting gears a bit, have you watched any good movies or read any interesting books lately?
Actually, I just finished a dystopian novel that blew my mind. It explored themes of societal collapse and authoritarianism, which felt eerily relevant to our world today.
Ah, dystopian fiction always hits close to home, especially with everything going on in the world. It's like a cautionary tale disguised as entertainment.
Exactly. It makes you appreciate the fragility of our society and the importance of safeguarding our freedoms.
Well said, my friend. Hey, speaking of society, do you think we're making progress as a species? Or are we doomed to repeat the same mistakes?
That's a tough question. On one hand, we've made incredible strides in technology, medicine, and human rights. But on the other hand, there are still so many global challenges we're facing, like climate change and inequality.
Yeah, it often feels like we're at a crossroads. But I like to remain hopeful and believe that as long as we continue to learn from our mistakes and work together, we can create a better future.
Agreed. Well, this has been an enlightening conversation, as always. Thanks for indulging my philosophical ramblings, Ryan.
Anytime, Alex. That's what friends are for, right? Now, how about we grab another cup of coffee and continue pondering the mysteries of the universe?
Sounds like a plan.
So, Alex, I was thinking about our conversation on consciousness earlier. Have you ever heard of the theory of panpsychism?
Panpsychism? Yeah. Isn't that the idea that consciousness is a fundamental aspect of the universe, present in everything, even inanimate objects?
Exactly. It proposes that consciousness is not just a product of complex brains like ours, but is inherent in all matter. It's a pretty radical concept, but one that's gaining traction among philosophers and scientists.
It's certainly a mind-bending theory. I mean, imagine if everything, from rocks to electrons, possesses some form of consciousness. It would revolutionize our understanding of the world.
Absolutely. And it raises intriguing questions about the nature of reality. If consciousness is ubiquitous, then what implications does that have for our perception of the universe?
Good point. It blurs the lines between the observer and the observed, challenging our traditional notions of subjectivity and objectivity.
Precisely. And speaking of challenging notions, have you heard about the recent breakthrough in quantum computing?
Oh, yeah, I've been following that closely. The potential applications are staggering, from revolutionizing cryptography to simulating complex molecular structures for drug discovery.
Definitely. But you know what's equally fascinating? The concept of quantum entanglement and its implications for teleportation and communication.
Quantum entanglement, the spooky action at a distance. It's like something out of science fiction, but it's very much real. The idea that particles can be connected across vast distances instantaneously is mind-blowing.
It is indeed. And it challenges our conventional understanding of space and time. Who knows, maybe one day we'll be able to teleport objects or even ourselves across the universe.
That would be the ultimate form of travel, wouldn't it? Instantaneous transportation without the need for spacecraft or long journeys.
But until then, we'll have to settle for exploring the cosmos through our telescopes and probes. Speaking of which, did you catch the latest images from the James Webb Space Telescope?
Oh, those images were breathtaking. It's incredible to think that we're peering back in time, observing galaxies that formed billions of years ago.
It really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? Reminds us of our place in the vastness of the universe.
Definitely. It's a humbling experience, to say the least. Well, Ryan, it's been a stimulating conversation as always, but I think I need to head out soon. Got some errands to run before the day is over.
No problem, Alex. Thanks for the enlightening discussion. Let's do this again soon.
Absolutely. Take care, Ryan, and keep pondering the mysteries of the cosmos.
Alex, before you go, there's something else I've been meaning to discuss with you. Have you ever heard about the concept of the Fermi paradox?
The Fermi paradox. It's one of my favorite topics. The question of why, if the universe is so vast and potentially teeming with life, we haven't encountered any other intelligent civilizations yet, right?
Exactly. It's such a fascinating conundrum. There are so many possible explanations, from the possibility that intelligent life is rare to the idea that advanced civilizations inevitably self-destruct.
And let's not forget about the notion of the Great Filter, the idea that there are certain insurmountable obstacles preventing civilizations from advancing beyond a certain point.
Right, like nuclear war, environmental collapse, or perhaps even something we haven't even considered yet. It's a sobering thought, isn't it?
It really is. It makes you wonder about the fate of humanity and whether we'll be able to overcome our own challenges to survive and thrive in the long term.
Absolutely. But you know what gives me hope? The resilience and ingenuity of the human spirit. Despite all our flaws and shortcomings, we've managed to achieve incredible feats throughout history.
That's true. We've overcome countless obstacles and adapted to ever-changing circumstances. Maybe that's our greatest strength, our ability to learn, grow, and evolve.
I couldn't agree more, Alex. Well, it looks like our conversation took another deep dive into the mysteries of the cosmos. Thanks for indulging me once again.
Anytime, Ryan. These discussions always leave me feeling inspired and intrigued. Let's definitely continue this conversation next time.
Definitely. Take care, Alex, and don't forget to ponder the Fermi paradox on your way home.
Will do, Ryan. Until next time.
Alex, before you go, I just want to say something.
Sure, Ryan. What's on your mind?
Throughout our conversation today, we've touched upon so many complex and profound topics, from the nature of consciousness to the mysteries of the universe. And it got me thinking about the importance of curiosity, empathy, and humility.
You're absolutely right, Ryan. Curiosity fuels our quest for knowledge and understanding. Empathy reminds us to consider the perspectives of others, and humility keeps us grounded in the face of the vastness and complexity of the world.
Exactly. And I think there's a valuable moral lesson to be learned from our discussions. No matter how much we think we know, there's always more to learn. And by approaching life with an open mind, a compassionate heart, and a willingness to admit when we're wrong, we can navigate the complexities of existence with grace and wisdom.
Well said, Ryan. It's a reminder that growth and enlightenment are lifelong journeys, and that true wisdom lies not in thinking we have all the answers, but in embracing the mysteries and uncertainties of life with courage and curiosity.
Absolutely, Alex. So let's continue to explore, to question, and to learn from each other, knowing that the pursuit of truth and understanding is a noble endeavor that enriches both our minds and our souls.
Agreed, Ryan. Thanks for the insightful conversation. It's always a pleasure to delve into deep topics with you. Farewell, Ryan. Until we meet again.
Likewise, Alex. Take care, and may our discussions inspire us to seek truth, cultivate compassion, and embrace the wonder of existence.